Are you afraid of running out of money in retirement? One of the biggest concerns my clients have had over the years is exactly that. As you get older, your health starts to fail. Body parts become expensive to replace. The biggest concern about running out of money is, how do I leverage having enough money and resources to make it into my 70s, 80s, and 90s, and at the same time make sure I take care of major health expenses? What we're talking about today is long-term care. So let's talk about long-term care and where we help our clients figure out the enigma of not running out of money. How do you balance between investing your money, spending down your money, at the same time not running out of money? If you're turning 50 years of age or older, this is the time where we start to address long-term care planning with our clients. We transition their disability dollars into long-term care planning needs. There's two types of strategies when it comes to long-term care. A is standalone long-term care insurance. You buy a benefit, it's going to give you coverage for a certain amount of time, a certain amount of benefit, going to have some cost of living adjustments. Based upon the area that you live in or that you might be looking to retire into, you want to get a foundation of what the costs are in the communities you're going to be living or staying in. That we refer to as your daily allowance or your daily expense. So in today's world, 2023, you might be spending $200 a day for some kind of facility. That's a $6,000 a month need. So if you have a 5% cost of living adjustment, Rule of 72 says your money or your expense is going to double every 14 years. Take a look at my notes here. 5% COLA every 14 years, that expense in this case is going to double. If you have a $6,000 a month facility today, that 50-year-old, by the time they turn 64, it's now doubled to $12,000 per month. Now they're 78, probably still healthy in today's world, still don't need a facility yet, but they bought this policy when they were in their 50s. Well, at 78, it's now doubled again. We're up to $24,000 per month, 300 grand a year. That's for one person. What if there's two people in the family? Who's going first, me or my wife? I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. How do I plan for both of them? Now, we start hitting our late 80s and 90s. By 92, it's going to double for the third time. So a $6,000 expense for a 50-year-old, by the time they're 92, is $48,000 a month. It's 8 times the expense. Times 12 months, you're talking almost $600,000 a year. So when you're afraid of your nest egg running out of money, what happens to that 50-year-old that all of a sudden needs over $600,000 a year for some kind of long-term care facility? By the way, the average nursing home stay is 3 years. That's almost $2 million. And 2 people in a family, that could be upwards of $4 million. That's what keeps people from being concerned or being comfortable in retirement and the fear of running out of money. So putting something like this in place helps shore that up and provides that money for them when the later years come about. Some people are finding that standalone long-term care insurance is very, very expensive, and they're not wrong. The insurance companies have found that life expectancy has elongated well beyond what their actuarials have calculated. I've been doing long-term care planning since the mid-90s, and all of those plans I did with clients have all been basically removed from the marketplace. They've all had to either revamp their pricing or their products, and a lot of those products are no longer available in the market. If any of them are, they're literally 4 times the costs that they used to be. So what's another solution? Well, now you're hearing more and more about the hybrid long-term care product. And that's the type of product that's tied in with life insurance. Why life insurance? Well, life insurance has been around for 300 years. They understand how to calculate costs in actuarial tables. And ultimately what? We all die. We don't all necessarily wind up in a nursing home, but we do all die. And so if you buy a hybrid product for long-term care, you're getting the combination of a death benefit with the availability to access that money in case of a long-term care need. So long-term care need, assisted living, home care, maybe a full-blown nursing home. A trigger to get a claim in either side of these is called activities of daily living. You'll hear the phrase ADL, activities of daily living. There are 6 of them. Outside of dementia, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, that's cognitive impairment, that's an immediate claim. But activities of daily living are going to be the ability to bathe yourself, clothe yourself, cook for yourself, and more. When 2 of the 6 are diminished, that's a trigger, that's a claim. Now you go and get money from either one of these 2 policies. If you have a hybrid product with a $500,000 death benefit, most of those will allow somewhere between 2 and 3% of the base, the $500,000. 2% is $10,000. You would get $10,000 a month paid out to you for 50 months to pay for those costs. I'm not telling you that's the perfect solution for you. We don't know your circumstance. I'm giving you a sense of the types of programs that are out there and why you need to do your own personal homework. Follow me for more. Hit me with some questions. I'm sure there's more that you need to research besides just what I've shared with you today. Bruce Weinstein, thanks for joining me in another episode of Ask the Planman, and we'll see you next time.